Prince Philip was the oldest.
What is a
member.
gentleman's club? Because growing up, I used to see that, and I thought, what is it?
Well,
is it a dirty place?
No, no,
Okay.
no, not this. This is the Sheikh al Sheikh. The barristers, high court judges. They are magicians. They are musicians. But for the orchestras and stuff like this, now it's sort of royalty, regal, sort of a people.
So proper highbrow.
Proper highbrow. Mm-hmm. Now, the reason why I am there as one of its kind, I worked with Dennis Barton's help in the research. Dennis Barton was the founder and the first editor of BBC Panorama. And helping him, looking after him, they just gave me the title of a kind person. It's a charitable name, so it's an honorary.
You will be leaving a legacy, my dear, which is lovely. That's lovely.
Well, I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, so Joyce, I want to ask you about your dear daughter that passed. Right. How long ago did she pass?
My daughter passed in 2002. Oh, she was quite young.
Yeah.
Cancer.
What type of cancer did she have?
It was lymphatic cancer.
Okay.
And she did not knowing much about that at the time. I mean, she could have been, saved or still, should have been, a longer lease of life. But unfortunately, she passed. But I think a lot of people would remember my daughter.
Yeah, tell us
Jacqueline
about her.
Vischhoff was the first person who did an advert for Halifax Building Society, was the individual mortgage. She was the girl in every Halifax Building Society. I'm
going to Google that later to see her.
In a kimono, it's sitting in stones, and it says, if the individual mortgage is good enough for Jacqueline Vischhoff, Britain's first acoustic designer, it's good enough for you. She was a filmmaker.
Wow. What age was she?
Jacqueline was the age of 26 years old when she died.
Oh, that must have been so hard. That must have been ever so hard.
Well, as they say, the Lord give it and the Lord take it, and if it's His will, she's gone to a better place. I mean, she was she graduated from New York Academy of Film, got her for the directorship in Montreal. I've seen her at. She was a fast mover.
Yeah.
You
was proud of her.
Very proud.
Yeah.
Very, very proud. I've got 2 children. I'm very proud of them. Very proud. My son, she's got she got a brother.
Yes.
And I'm very proud of him. And
Is he older?
He's older.
He's older. Okay.
Yes, and he runs a very prestigious. I mean, if you don't mind,
shout him out.
Eat at Benihana's. My son is one of the directors, and he doesn't work in the restaurant, but he's the man who go worldwide and set up the Benihana's. He's set up 129 so far. Last week he was in Niagara Falls, opening one. Then the same next day he went to Mexico, open another one. Back in London, working hard to open one in Covent Gardens.
Well done, you young man. Well done, you.
Jason, good luck.
Yeah, well done. I'm very proud of you, Jason. I can't wait to meet you.
Oh, well, yes, you're going to meet Jason. Yeah.
So tell me, Joyce. So you've done the charity events and the judging. So which music venue did you judge? Did you judge People's Projects? It says you were working for People's Projects. Is that the name of the company?
The ones which I'm working with now.
Yes.
It's Rihanna Development Network.
Okay. And what does it stand for?
Well, Rihanna, it's a river in Africa. My guides tell me. Okay. Rihanna is a river in Ghana that the 2 chiefs, when they had problems, one used to stand on one side of the river and this one on this side of the river.
Yes.
And they made peace with each other.
Wow.
And they're wonderful people, absolutely wonderful. We coordinate things together, and
So they're out there, and you're here.
No, we are here. That's what we're all here. We work from a little centre in Chiswick, around the corner from the house, and they have got I mean, the local authorities should be really lucky and be really proud of what we're doing, because they send in a lot of people, over 10,000 people we have dealt with.
Okay.
And what they do, we provide. Every child needs a hero or heroine. They got a mother, they got a father. Sometimes we're not all rich, and we're not all in a mansion.
Yes.
And they go home to a house. Mother's working, probably a one single parent.
Yes. Yes.
And, you know, sort of a father's gone off, you know, to the wilds. Now these children, they want to talk to someone. What they do, sometimes young people gets into trouble. They really don't want to get into trouble. They're retaliating about something.
Yes, yes.
And they never
Definitely.
realize it's bad until the mischief has been done. They go out there, but they're not really and truly programmed for this. They're trying to seek attention.
Yeah.
And really, sorry,
That's all right.
the attention is from their families. But the families are too busy
Yes.
doing something to themselves that they forgot that these
about them.
children needs, you know what I mean, you know, needs attention.
Yeah, and that's
We-
stability, isn't it?
And
yeah.
we are not all remote controlled, that we can push you forwards and backwards. So we have stepped in place that they can come and talk to us.
And what age group is that?
Age group starts from about 6 to 40.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you lose your way, you haven't got a job, you haven't got a home,
Yeah.
you need help. Sometimes
So
you're in a
good.
country you don't know anyone. You're not to be turned away. You're to be, you know, invited
Yeah.
inside, not outside. You know, the council has given to Rihanna, you know, sort of space that we can have a community center.
Okay.
These people can come. School time, we can provide you with meal. Evening time, your folks are not there. You can come and play table tennis. You can come, because most community centers are open. We are there. It's not a paid program. We get no money from anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of a good heart, and that's what we do. So good a heart that we've been given one of the organization, been given one of the Queen's highest Jubilee Award.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
and that's where we stand at the moment. And not only this, we are going out there, schools, we get them to do the gardening, allotment,
Okay.
use up
they
their
learn-
energies
yes, they
into
learn skills as
something
well.
rather than going out there. Because when something happened, whether you're black, whether you're white, green or yellow, they said, your child,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, this doing that. Now, we forgot that everyone here, we weren't born old, we were born young. And if you didn't train our minds into the right direction, you're not going to have a happy avenue.
Yeah.
And this is how we look at things. So our duties out there is to listen to what they're telling us.
Is it advertised where they come to for this?
Yes,
It is,
yes.
yes.
Most of the 99.5% comes via the local authority. They would phone us up and say, "Now look,
They've got such and such.
such and such,
yeah, yeah.
the schools, you know, such and such there, you know what I mean." And, you know, some of these children now, when they're growing up from the age of 12, they're not man, they're not woman, they're in-betweeners. And, you know, when their testosterone is started to, you know, develop,
Yeah.
they become a bit out of order. But then their parents do not understand this.
You really make me remember that now. By you saying it, you make me remember that there had to be a time when your child had to have a playing up situation. But when you didn't know, you thought, yeah, you're playing up, you're rude, you're this, you're that. But now you're really bringing it back home to me.
So
after
we,
this.
that's right.
Yeah.
So we bring you back to where you belong. We befriend you. We let you know that, come on, you know, sometimes young girls can't talk to their parents about
Yes.
becoming a young lady. The boys can't talk about, it's like they're playing hide and seek.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like an embarrassment to the children, and their parents do not know how to handle this.
Do you
Therefore,
talk to the parents as well?
yes,
You do as
we
well?
do,
Okay.
we do. The outsiders come in, they would listen.
Yeah.
And this is where we take over.
Wow.
And in
Wow.
this, you know, doing that, the parents would come and they would sort of sit down with us. They themselves need
Yeah, yeah.
A
How
little
many's in
break.
the
Well, in our group,
Yeah, in the
we
group.
have got, we have got about 10 people.
Each 10 of you give
Each
that
10
time
of us,
and-
yes,
Wow.
because you got to know what you're doing. You got to know how to handle a situation.
Yeah.
Because we do realize, now look here, it's like, you come home, the child go and sit in the room, mobile phone games. They only do that, they're not, they're not teaching the child or children anything. What they're doing, they're just supplying something
Yeah.
for them
Keep them
to
busy.
keep them busy.
Yeah. Like
They're
that.
not eating properly. I mean, nowadays, I don't think, you know what I mean, cooking is a rude word for some parents.
Yeah.
Deliveroo,
Yeah.
just eat.
Yeah.
Come on.
Do you remember when we were young? We could that was a treat. It wasn't an everyday,
No,
KFC
no.
was a treat for
That's
us,
right. That's
But
right.
now every day you see them eating Morley's or what have you. Everything you don't see. I don't specifically see a child running home to have a full dinner. I just don't see it.
No. I mean, my son loved Hi, Jason. Never mind, you're the big boss down there. My son loved KFC so much
Yeah.
that he was 15 years old and I sent him to work at KFC. And he had so much KFC that now he hates it. Honestly, he loved donuts.
Yeah.
And I
So
sent
send
him
him
to
to work
work
there.
at Coombs Bakery in Twickenham. No, he used to come home like a flour man, like dusting flour ready to
That
be
is
fried.
seriously
I'm
some
not
serious.
being- no, this is the truth.
That is good, huh?
This
So you
is
loved
how-
it so much. Go and work there.
This is how I do things.
That was your discipline.
You know what I mean? I used to wake him up to do a paper round.
And me with me, Shaq, I did. I didn't
And-
give him free money. I said, "You want money? You go and do a paper round."
Exactly. and what he used to do, he used to buy come home with one donut and one ice cream. He didn't know whether to eat the donut or lick the ice cream. And in the end,
Did you take his money and
No.
give him the rest to save?
No,
You didn't
no,
do it.
No. I sort of let it run for a while.
Okay.
Run for a while. And then he started to become fat.
Oh.
And then I said, now there I reel you in, my boy. Let's work this off. And when I found him the job at, it was Kentucky in Twickenham, he was only 14 years old and he built his way up as a manager at 15 and they didn't know he was 14 until they asked his insurance card and he didn't have one yet.
That is a great way to discipline a child. I tell you that.
Well,
for nothing.
yes, and in the evening, because I did not want him to sort of, coming from the background he came from,
Yeah.
I did not want him to think he had everything.
That's
No, my
right.
boy.
Yeah.
And this is why today he's where he is.
Well done, Jason.
You
Well
know.
done to you, Jason. Honestly, well done.
This is how, and I want those children,
Yes.
the girls, to feel the way I feel. It's not you doing it. You don't want a name. You don't want a title. You don't want anything. What you want, you feel happy inside.
Yeah.
And
you love who you are.
That's right. Recently I had a friend of mine died, and he had no one, and he became, the state became his guardian. They want to take him in a box to bury him, although he had a house in Fulham. And I said, you can't do that. And they said, what? I said, well, he was this, he was that. And I said, well, where is the Air Force? That you just, you want the money for the charity. Oh, they gave me a lot of sticks. Eventually I sorted them out with 4-letter words, but not I love you, and told them where to stick the charity.
Okay.
And they gave him a military funeral with me taking the salute. So I invite a rent-a-crowd. And went to
Rent a
Yes,
crowd.
yes,
Oh
yes,
God, I
yes,
can't even
yes.
cope.
Yes, I did.
Where do you find a rent a crowd?
Well,
for crying out
from my
loud.
community. And gave him a few and stood proud. And I took the salute.
Oh.
And I thought, there you are. And I played a tune going into the crematorium, the Chariot of Fire.
Oh,
Da da
bless
da
you.
da da da.
Gosh.
da, da.
Joyce, you are something and another. Rent a crowd, you know.
You're very my friend. But I mean, all said said and done.
Yeah.
They did send me form of probate to say, but it's not. He was a friend. I didn't
Yes.
want you keep the money.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what
You've
I
done
mean?
a great send
That's
off
right.
for him,
You know, I keep eating stale bread heels, and you keep the money.
Oh gosh. Well, if you're ever lonely, you know you can get a rent a crowd. I ain't even heard of that.
Oh yeah.
Rent a crowd.
Come and see Joyce.
Yeah.
Come and see Joyce. I'll phone up, Rihanna Development Network. She give you a crowd, and I mean, you can even go on a, the ship would set sailing.
That is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Oh, bless you. It's pretty amazing. So so you've got volunteers at the Rihanna
Yes, a development network.
So can anyone come and volunteer there?
Yes,
Or, yeah?
yes,
Okay.
yes. You come and see us. You come with your goodness. Come on, ye
Yes.
faithful. Come with loving kindness. There's no money involved. I mean, whatever. We're not Buddhists. You know what I mean? We are trainers.
Yeah.
We are people with a heart. People
So
who
nice.
understand. That's what we need. Loving kindness. You see, I'm a black woman, and my crowd there, I mean, my African, sort of a counterpart, we love a good laugh. And when children see a good laugh and you can react with them, we break down to their level as children ourselves. That way they could approach us.
Yes.
We are not that harsh, turn.
Yeah.
Now look here. We give you a good cut backside, sit in the corner. No, we don't do that. Hey, how are you today?
Yeah.
We are touchy-feely, huggy.
And they feel a
They feel
welcome,
self-worth.
isn't it? Yeah.
And that's how they feel. Some people out there, like Sergeant Major, you see in the army,
yeah.
they want to kick you and punch you because they haven't got the tolerance of understanding. And to be able to understand.
Why do you think that's happened though, Joyce? Why do you think there's no tolerance anymore? What is it? Is it because the world is evolving? What is it from back in the day?
People have not got the time because technology has taken over our brain. You know something I often said, if we were born with barcodes and we can go quick through a machine, maybe we would have been better people because one quick, we would have been thrown on the heap and we would not have been needed. And now the only thing we haven't got is a remote control in our back to say, move on, come back, go left, go right. And that's where tolerance is. It's technology. Technology has taken away our lives. We are human robots. The only thing we've got is blood and eyes we can see, and we move a bit quicker than robots. We better turn back ourselves, especially to children. If
Before
we
they really are going to be lost, isn't it?
Yes,
Really?
because it's the children of tomorrow. I mean, we are here. Tomorrow is another day. We are going, our children, our grandchildren are going to have children.
Yes.
We want to think they're going to live in a world of peace, a world of humanity, a world where human beings can react to each other, not to be, you know what I mean?
Like that, just robotic.
That's right, push from pillar to post. And I think it's wrong, all these, these modern technology.
It's too much.
Well, people are saying so, but will they give it up?
No, that's the thing about it. I can't take it. I can't. My grandson, he sits on his computer. I remember the days of reading a book to my son or to my grandson, and I know that he's constantly on his phone. They know everything. They know how to get into a passcode. They know everything.
Tell me about it. I mean, I've got sort of 3 grandchildren, and it's the same. Well, my son refused to give the daughter a phone.
Okay, good.
I mean, now the other one, he sends him out. My eldest grandson, he's been chosen for the Kent in Tunbridge Wells, the young footballers in the academy. The other one his name is Buttons. He's as bright as a button.
Yeah.
He's got pecs. He wants to. And when you ask him, do you exercise? He said, yes, 4 times a day. God, that's nice. He said, yeah, man, I exercise my teeth because I eat 4 times a day. They're not allowed TV. My son has
not allowed to have TV.
No.
That's good.
No. And
how does he manage that?
Well, he gave them crosswords to do.
Yes, that is it.
And he bribes them, and he says, now, 1 long word is 5 pence. 1 short word is 1p.
Nice.
So if you can do the children across the day, I said, Nana, I'm rich. I said, because I made 17 pence today.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So my son bring home the money, puts it on the table, and man, then you see all the coins,
Yeah.
do the crosswords
That's so
for
good.
it.
So we still got that old fashioned back in the day growing. It's
Because
good.
he's got this, you know what I mean, he's got this tyrant.
He's got Superwoman
hair.
hair. Oh my God, he's got Superwoman hair without a doubt. Oh my goodness. Wow. So they don't watch TV,
No.
they don't crave for it either.
No, they don't,
know
because
it.
they're outdoor children. I mean, you know, my son, well, he's in a position where he can take them away on holidays.
Okay.
And
So
you
they
know,
can get experiences
they
and
can get
adventures.
experience, they speak, you know, languages, you know, go to learn.
Yeah.
They're interacting with other children. And I mean, you know, they would see a little child and they want to go and cuddle the little child.
Yeah.
They're that way inclined. They're the embracing children. They're not the push away children. They don't scorn.
Yes.
And I
It's
think
good.
something about a lot of people is what I can't take. The scorn things.
Yeah.
And the snub factor of everything. I had an American friend staying with me. You met my American friend.
Okay, yes.
Well, there were two. One was she played Miss Sherman in Fame until its end, till its beginning to the end. She was
Coming up to the news.
Okay,
Oh yeah, we can continue. Yeah, we can continue. The news will be coming on shortly. Yeah, go ahead.
and she was she came here with a Buddy Holly story.
We're gonna hold that. Be back. We're just gonna go for the news. So what's she going for? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Fast food. She wanted to go and eat fast food.
Not yet. Not yet, Joyce. Not yet. Irene's listening in. I said she must check in today. She said, Alex, when are we going to see the show? I said, I will. Oh. Yeah, the news will be on for a few minutes. You want a cup of tea?
No, not yet. No.
Yeah, okay. Oh, they're doing well. Yes, people have been tuning in. 154 countries. Yeah. Africa, Jamaica, India. Yeah, live.
Oh, the Virgin Media sale is now on.
Yeah, it's good.
Program for just £27 a month.
Peeps. There's Joyce. Oh, Joyce, you're so funny. Oh, I wish I could do that to my, because I've got twin grandbabies, twin boys and a 10-year-old, and I wish I could have the reins of giving them that kind of discipline, but the mum is always. You can't even, anything they ask for, they get. Not with me, not with this grandma, no.
Not with us. No, not with us.
Old school.
It's like they don't have birthdays. Oh, it's not been out.
Oh, no, that's right. We're in the news, so it's all right.
Birthdays come, and whose birthday it is, they get a tenner. And the other two get a fiver each, so they make they all the £20.
Yeah, it's
We
divided.
don't go and give them big sums.
Yeah.
That's just something to say. Now that's something. But then they get a treat. They get a goodie bag, either a little book, either a little something. You know, and that's what. Now you don't spoil. Not today.
Not today.
Because they do that a long time. And my son travels a lot.
So he sees.
And that's right.
Yeah.
And he born in England, brought up in Germany and in South America. So
So he's half German as well.
Yeah.
Oh, God, they must be gorgeous.
so it's important that he a tradition, and they have to do the exercise. They have to do, it really is. I mean, they go in where they live here in Tonbridge. Well, you take them to the knacker's yard to exercise, ride the horses.
Oh, how nice!
Yeah, you know,
it's good. It's good. You have to be proud. It's good.
Well, you just got to do things. You just got to do things.
Yeah.
You can't sort of
Be giving and
children.
give until they
These
finish.
people giving
Everything. If you want this, and they know what name brand this name brand
Are you
what.
joking? Are you joking?
I want this. I want that.
And then when you do that now, and the little girl, I mean, when you can't give them, what do you think she will do later on? The little boys, when you can't give them what exactly?
And they rebel.
Not rebel, they go and do things.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not only them that sort of get branded, the whole
The
family.
whole family, yeah. But it could have been stopped. It could have been stopped, but she don't want to hear.
And this is what I'm saying, you know, they do things because they need
Attention, yeah.
But sometimes when they've done it, you know, the attention people want to give them is after the mischief has been done.
And then how do you reel that back in again and start, isn't it?
And you're listening to Love the Beat Radio, best station in the world.
If you do refuse a loan, why not ask them for your guarantor for an Amigo loan? Because the moment you do, amazing things can happen. You can change an old car into a new one. Transform a spare room into a nursery fit for a princess. Turn a great business idea into a great business. And most amazingly of all, you can start to improve your credit rating. To borrow up to £7,500 at representative 49.9% APR variable, all you need is a guarantor with a good credit history to make your payments if you don't. You must be over 18, not bankrupt, and able to afford your repayments. It's good. Let's have an Amigo. Apply now at amigoloans.co.uk.
This new year, I vow there'll be no new me, for I am just as super cute as last year. I will continue to love what I love, and to those who are super judging, I'll be like, are you okay, hun?
Love the Beat Radio, the #1 internet radio station.
Welcome back to the Goddess Jazzy Show on Love the Beat Radio. You can follow us on at Love the Beat Radio on Facebook, and on Twitter at Love the Beat Radio, and at Instagram at Love the Beat Radio. And also call, text or WhatsApp on 07308 895 668. I'm still here with my guest Joyce, and we were talking about disciplining, like back in the day discipline, you know, and not to really spoil a child. What was the saying? You spoil the child to spare the rod, isn't it?
Do not spare the rod and spoil the child.
Yeah. Ah, that's you. That's Joyce's phone, by the way. I did tell her to turn it off, but you know, some people were too high and uppity, didn't want to turn it off. Oh my gosh. It's all good?
Yes, it's a boy band which I'm involved in called Ariston.
Oh, that
Yes.
sounds like a back in the day group thing.
Yeah.
Ariston.
Yeah.
Isn't that not a record?
Sorry.
Yeah, please excuse us. She's got a call
sorry.
from Ariston,
Sorry.
which is a record. I think it's a record label or something, isn't it, Ariston?
Yes. No,
No?
Ariston is a boy band which I,
Oh.
you know, which I gave an open mic, the
Like
open mic night at Tony's.
ah, shout out to you, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Mr. Tony Moore, that is, we love you. Without a doubt. Thank you for introducing us to beautiful people. It's been a joy and a real great journey.
Hey.
So what was we talking about? We were talking about ungrateful people. Was it ungrateful people? Or?
Yes, we were
Yeah,
talking
tell us.
about, I mean, you know, people, well, children really,
Yeah.
we're talking about disciplining
Yeah,
of
disciplining
children.
them.
And, you know, children who are, you know, well, they've got too much.
Mm-hmm.
And by having too much, they think that they can have everything.
Entitled. They think they're entitled to everything.
And if you
know?
didn't give them what they need, they think that they're going to, well, they want to hurt you.
Yeah.
And by
It's all
hurting
right.
you is to bring your character down.
Yeah.
And make you look ashamed in front of other people. And this is what you got to cut out with children.
Yeah.
because it's not fair that, I mean, children would attack their parents,
Yes.
especially when they've got visitors or people around. And people come to us with a lot of that story. Oh, my son, you know, had friends, and because they couldn't have their own way, you know, they really make us look ashamed. And, you know, we want to give them a good old, you know, sort of a slap across the cheek, but we can't because people would think that we're abusing the child.
That's right, yeah.
And now, with the law, you can't discipline
you
a
can't
child.
discipline them. You can't even shout after them. You
Well,
can't do anything.
I'm sorry to say, if people think that that's abuse, I mean, and then the social services are telling you, you can't do that, you can't do this. There is discipline and there is abuse.
Yeah,
There's
two different.
cruelty and there's kindness.
Yes.
And you know what you were saying, you don't want to spare the rod and spoil the child. You have to really and truly rebuke that child and say, this is not how it's done. It's either this or else.
Yeah.
And you know, when visitors are there, I don't think children should be in the same atmosphere, same
Amen.
room when
A child should not be there when grown-ups are there.
no. I mean, adults are adults. It's things adult has to talk to. When it's children time, that's their time. When it's adult time, that's me time.
Yes.
If they want to have their friends and we have got the room and the space, you sit in your room.
Yeah.
You can come out and have afternoon tea, what I prepare for you and your friends.
Yes.
You can go in your room and talk,
And
your,
talk.
your baby chats or your adult chats. And
Yes.
you can have your ha-ha-ha and your hee-hee-hee. But when I'm there with my group,
Yeah. You should not be there.
no.
So young children out there, you're not an adult. So
No.
don't be in the same room.
Because,
I hate it.
Because sometimes you
Yeah.
you think that, you're big.
You're big and you're mouthing off the conversation what the big people are talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not fair. It's about time to cut all that out.
Yeah.
And I mean, not only this, I'm saying the social services would say, oh, you've done this and you've done that. But have they got the people to put in place to help those children?
That's the question. That's
Have
the question.
you got, you put in place something, you know what I mean? You find,
Even parent education classes or something like that. Where is that?
Exactly.
For new parents.
Well, I mean,
you know?
they go on. It's all right. As we've got a word in Latin Portuguese, which I learned in Brazil. It said, "Papa furado," meaning a bag of wind. You listen to the tabloid and, they said, oh, children, this and that, this, that. But that's only talk. A young journalist trying to get a feather in his cap. I don't think that's right. I mean, you got to get down there and see what's happening,
Yes,
the need
and
and
why.
the want,
Yes.
and why all this is happening. You just don't go and say things which should be said, which you don't know about.
Yeah.
Half of these people who, are dishing out these laws and they don't know what they're doing themselves. They got no experience. Oh yes, we've been to university and we studied this. You can have a university, you can have, certificates to pave a wall.
Yeah.
But have you got the experience
Life skills.
to life skills? Because you know why? There's university for everything, but there's not one for common sense.
Amen to that, Joyce. Woo! Miss Vischhoff. Is it Vischhoff? Did I pronounce it right? Or Vischhoff?
Yeah, all right. Anything would do.
Oh, that's a real word. So we were talking about the Americans.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
Tell me.
I mean, I've had some showgirls over. I mean, they were really well into that, over there. They were the first dream girls. They're showgirls. I mean, I'm not saying all showgirls are, but showgirls, they stand up there on the stage, they could wiggle their behind, they could swing their hips, but they haven't got a damn idea. They could sing until the cows come home, moo, 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 but they haven't got a darn idea of people's skills.
Interesting.
Yes, they go back from a show. They don't know how to live in a community. They go from hotels to hotels with a show. Or if they do have a home, they can't manage a home. If they do have children, some of these showgirls, they always got their nannies. They've always got whatever to back them up. But they've got no backing up themselves apart from safety pins in their dresses.
Wow.
And they are you know, I don't like the attitude of takeaways. So my American friends, they came over, stayed with me, very scornful. I mean, I cook them some nice Caribbean food, but it's not good enough because the restaurant out there, they want street food. Yes, they're not used to. They're not used to, and they're not used
I would have
to.
shown them the front door. Hello and goodbye.
You know what? They're not used to, you know, sit
Home-cooked
down
food.
with a knife and fork and a nice plate of food. Man, you know, they want to eat like a dog from, you know what I mean, all that chip and that, you know, and snacks. Have you ever seen anybody have a, you know, these chips, what you call them, nachos chips,
Okay.
and pour, what you call buttermilk over and eat that? I mean, and I'm thinking, damn. I mean, you know, if I should eat that, I'd be like a double bed.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? I won't eat.
But Americans, what I remember, they do eat big. They do eat quite a lot of fast food.
Well, that's what
You
they
know?
are.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
don't
you
eat-
know, I said to myself for the last 2 weeks, I mean, there was me trying to be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, a bit of rice and peas and roast chicken.
Yes.
And I mean, I do a nice fried chicken because my grandson always said, Nana, I want NFC. And I said, what's NFC? Nana fried chicken.
Oh.
And I mean, you know, and could I have beans and rice and fritters, Nana?
Oh.
And I mean, I do, you know, courgette fritters, you know, I mean, and I mean, I do them a meal thinking, you know, oh no, man. They don't want a glass, they want a bottle, pipe it down their mouth, and they want it, they don't want a plate. So now me cooking a big pot of food, hoping they come to eat. They've gone out there, man, and coming back with a cardboard.
To eat. Yeah, I don't know what it is with. Even when I went there, it's very.
I mean, I've been there
Yeah,
too, and
it's
I mean,
very-
I find it very annoying. And it's like they don't have the manners in, you know, they clean their teeth.
Yeah, everything is just in your face type of
that's
thing,
right.
isn't it? Yeah,
and you
yeah.
think, oh hell, this is not how I live.
Yeah.
But then when they come here, they scorn you because you're not as, you know what I mean. So, I mean, you know, I wonder if I could, you know, sort of have the courage of bringing in a cardboard box or something
So,
and eat like a dog.
so they bring that into the house and in
That's
front
right,
of you. Oh,
that's right.
Gosh,
and
that's
me,
no manners.
and my food is there.
That's no manners. I would have showed you your front door. I haven't got time for
Well,
that.
I mean, I said
I
to
really haven't.
myself, oh, and it's like, oh no, we don't have that. We don't have
After
this.
you took your time to cook this good food.
They don't know fresh vegetables. They don't know rice. They don't know how to cook. All they want is
Fast food.
they
like
can
that.
barbecue something with a whole lot of stuff on it. I'm not being funny.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I think to myself, my God, I mean, this friend of mine, I mean, you know, I'm not talking bad about you there. She got some shoes on. I mean, you know, and she's so heavy that when she walks, the shoes goes into the pavement.
God forgive me for laughing.
I
but I
wonder
know.
if it would come out. I mean, and I'm saying, hell, woman, you know what I mean? I mean, wake up,
Yeah,
wake
yeah.
up. But they think that's
It's
sexy.
not sexy.
I mean, you know, you think, well, if you want to have behind, I mean, that's all right. But what about in front? I mean, let them, you know, work on an equation that, you know, things would, you know, sort of, you know, be right. But you can't
Balance you
have,
out.
you can't have sort of a behind, and you know what I mean. Think that's all it is to life. And I'm thinking,
Gosh, shocking.
it is,
Shocking.
it is.
And it's disrespectful.
It
Because
is.
if they know you were cooking, that's very disrespectful.
I mean, you come into somebody's home.
Yes.
You know, you want to do this, and you go out. You know, that person's preparing a meal,
Yes.
and you come back with a cardboard full of all that. You know what I
It's
mean?
disrespectful.
I mean, and I'm thinking, I was really disappointed because you know I sort of got them there. They came over to. I mean, they're going to do a show here. Well, they want to start. You know, something about this. You know, do some 3 girls doing a Supreme Dream thing.
Oh,
Something.
okay. Yeah.
And you know, they asked me about it. Me knowing our friends with clubs
Yes.
to film a 4 minutes promo vid, and a club where they can put on their silver frock and do a bit of, what you call it, rawhide, they can whip around. I mean, I thought, spoke to our guys who said, yes, Joyce, use the club. They can come.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can dress up, put their wigs on and do the stop in the name of love, you know what I mean? Or whoever loves them, or, hate me, love me, leave me, whatever. And but when they came, they couldn't wake up. They couldn't wake up. You know what I mean? The dream supremes.
You think it is,
The dream supreme, because they couldn't wake up to get moving.
Can you
I
imagine?
mean, not only this, I mean, so sleep while you dream. I mean, if you want to dream supremely, there you have it.
But didn't they feel a piece of shame, though? You've come to someone's house in England here, and you're behaving like that. I mean,
well, I mean, street food and, sweet dreams. I mean, maybe it's my bed. Maybe my bedrooms was sweet dreams.
I would have just said, come out, because that is a big disrespect.
So 3 days passed, and I said, are you girls going to rehearse, give me a, give me a beat, give me a,
Something.
I mean, the other one brought the frock. She said, oh, have I got a machine? I said, well, listen, this is not the tailor's. I mean, the other one said, oh, well, she said, oh, this, and, oh, well, we got to do this and we got to do that.
Because they're used to somebody doing for them, isn't
Oh,
it?
well,
Yeah.
I mean, so I said, tell me all about it. So she said, well, one's going to have the silver frock, one going to have the black shiny frock, one going to have the gold frock. She said, we got to go back into the wigs. And I said, put them on. Put them on. Let's go kick up a storm. And,
Yes, go and rehearse and everything.
Rehearse and you got the back.
I wanted you to pick them up and bring them there, Joyce.
Are
You
you
don't know.
joking? Look at the stack. I can't pick myself up. I mean, I can't pick myself up. Let alone pick them up.
Yeah, they wanted you to
Are
literally
you
physically
joking?
pick them up and bring them there.
I mean, they would put me into the hospital with a broken back. I mean, it's one, the one you met was a singer.
Yeah.
Before she whip it up like us in there.
I saw all that. I was going to say that
She sat there as if
Like,
she
so-
just came out of the dentist. Harmonized girl, I can't sing. Well, I could sing to save my life, because if I open my mouth in a restaurant, in a place, everybody would get up and leave, and I have a damn good dinner or lunch. But I mean, she just sat there.
Sat there like that.
I mean,
I thought,
look,
gosh.
and I think, well, shit, did I take
Sorry for that.
Yeah.
Swear word. Sorry. Forgive. Sorry.
Did I take you to the dentist this morning?
Yeah, everything was just turned up, and I thought, oh my God, where is that video of us dancing?
Yeah.
Where is it?
We were singing.
Yeah, and dancing
We were
and getting up.
We were doing the business. But I tell you something, is not the personality. See, they don't shine until they get on the stage.
Yes.
And the men are down there looking at them and think, supper, and then they will whip it out. But they're only whipping up that cake. I mean, for the fact of saying, you love me not, you know what I mean? They are in a dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are in a dream, but when they wake up, what a nightmare. It's quite truthful.
Oh my gosh. So Joyce, I'm going to ask you, I've got an affirmation list here from 1 to 59. I want you to choose 5 numbers. I'm going to read it out, and I want you to give me your response to it. Yeah? Okay. What number, please? What's your first
How
number?
many numbers?
1 to number 59. So number 1 to 59.
Okay, let's go to 5.
5. This is what it says. I will always show kindness and seek guidance. What does that mean to you? What is that about you? Explain.
About me, it
Yes.
said it all, because
has.
that's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
And you've said it
I
as
show
well.
kindness.
Yes.
And if you seek guidance from me, that's all I can give to you. I mean, I haven't checked my bank balance this morning, so don't.
Don't be asking them for no cash, love.
No.
Oh, okay. What's number 2?
Number 2
What's your next
would
number?
be Go for 24.
24.
Go down.
Oh, this is definitely you. I listen to what my heart tells me. Give me an example.
My heart sings.
Yeah.
My heart sings.
Even though we can't sing,
Even
your
though
heart
I
sings.
can't sing, when I see something good in front of me,
Yeah.
I feel as if though, you know what I mean, I could reach for the stars. Because kindness, something good is something which you can't buy.
Yes.
It's, you know, it got no price.
Mm-hmm.
It's just pure and simple.
Nice one. So give me a next number, please, Joyce.
35.
35. That's the age you are, and younger, aren't you?
Oh,
I
no,
tell you.
don't insult me. I'm
Oh,
not that old.
okay. So you're 80. Sorry, my mistake. 35. Okay. I give thanks for all I have and for the people I love. Tell me about it.
The people I love, like I told you, the last penny in my pocket, I buried my friend.
Yeah.
And this is how it is. And I give thanks to God for good health.
Yes.
I believe that, you know, the force of nature guides us. I don't believe in an individual or what people tell me. I follow my heart. And I believe that, you know, what you got, you share. What you don't
Yes.
have, you cannot do so.
Lovely. Okay, what's your next number, my dear?
45.
45. My mind and body are in perfect balance. I'm a harmonious being. Can you explain that about yourself, please?
Yes.
Go on.
Every morning I wake up, I look out and I see the sun shining. I know I'm in this world and I'm ready for anything that's going to come, whether it's good or whether it's bad.
Yes.
If it's good, I can embrace it and do something about it. If it's bad, I can fight that it becomes good. I could try and change that.
Nice. That's a beautiful answer. And your next number, please, Joyce.
How many we've got? So
You've got 2 more to go.
2 more.
Yes.
Okay. Let's. What the one I had?
You just had 35
Okay.
and 45.
Okay. And I had 45.
Yeah, you had 45.
Yeah.
That was the last one I just...
Okay. Let's go to 50.
Ooh. Let me cough over here. 50 is... I am connected to life. Tell me about it, Joyce.
Well, at one time I was very ill,
Okay.
and I went to the doctors, and he said I'm an endocrine tumor of the pancreas,
Oh.
and I was so well. I was out of it, and I was really very ill. And they took my gallbladder away. They took everything else. I had a hysterectomy. I was literally down and I couldn't understand why. And what I did, I didn't wait for the result from the biopsies. I called all my friends, 120 of my friends. I hired the Indian YMCA Tottenham Court Road and I held my wake.
Oh, gosh.
I asked them to dress. I said, you love life, embrace life. What you ever wanted to be like in life, come as that person. Man, they came. I couldn't believe it. Important people came, famous people came. They sang and they danced for me. And the worst, my sorrowful part about all this, that I didn't die to please them.
Wow. Wow. And your last number, please.
I have the last 50. I have the last number on there.
59. Life changes and I enjoy every twist and turn. Tell me
And that's
that.
what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing now. Every corner of it, and that's why I'm here today. When I like somebody,
Yes.
I like somebody,
Yes.
and I would react to people.
Yes.
I mean, and that I don't hold back. And I'm not the type of person to sweep things under the carpet.
Good.
To,
Yes.
you know, to pretend.
Yeah, and please everyone. Yeah, yeah.
No, I am exactly what you see. Exactly what you see in front of you here. Exactly what you saw when you met me.
Yes.
That's exactly what I am.
Yeah.
And this is how I embrace life.
That is
There's
nice.
nothing to it at all. But be yourself. Be who you are. You can't be who you are not.
Yes.
Because you know what? Life is too short let's live for today.
Yeah.
If we can live for today, why do we fret about tomorrow? Is it worthwhile? No.
No, it's not at all.
No.
It's not at all.
No.
Thank you for answering those questions, Joyce. So now I want to ask you, who's Mr. Ariston that just rang you?
Oh, Ariston is a group of 5 young boys.
Oh.
I know the grandmother of one, and I met him. He said he was at university, 21 years old, and he was studying drama and whatnot. And yes, he's training in a boy band. I said, really? And he said, yes. I said, how old are the others? He said from 18 to, and he was the eldest and he's the singer. I said, how would you like an open mic night? And he said, what else? He said, where? He said, he looked at me as if to say, this damn old black lady, I mean, an open mic night at the Bedford, oh yeah. So I phoned up my good old friend Tony Moore.
Hey Tony, if you're listening.
We've been friends for over 20 odd years.
He's a love, isn't he? He's a serious love. I just love him.
I mean, he's one of the kindest person you ever come across. He's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
And I mean, more or less, he's got a personality like mine. Kind, thoughtful.
Yeah.
So Tony said, yeah, all right then, Joyce. He said, I'm fully, booked it, but bring him along.
Yeah.
Went along, but I said to them, first of all, come along and see the venue.
Yes.
And when you see the venue, when you get a date to have your mic night, all your friends at university, bring them along.
Yeah, to
so
support.
that, to support you. They thought, I said, listen, I said, sometimes people can't sing, but if they got a good personality, I said, if you want to be a singer, I want to see your personality, I want to see action. I said, send me some photos of you and your friends playing, just not the guitar, just show me your personality, run along, kick against the wall, do a bit of kung fu, whatever.
Yes.
I just want to see your characters. They said, I said, yeah. I saw one, they came and I said, you know what, you got nice. When you're up there, undo the buttons of your shirt, brush your hair back. Man, you get down there and stretch your legs out there, wiggle your bum and give them hell. And I mean, and they look at me and said,
what does she know? Little do they know what she knows.
Anyway, they came along and they played. Tony said, my God, they're good. Tony said, on the 1st of September, which was last week,
yes,
could they do my gig for me? The place was packed.
Yeah.
There was not one room to swing a cat.
Wow.
And man, I tell you, they were up there.
Did you get up and dance and sing? Tell the truth.
Well, yes.
Good.
I mean, come on. I mean, I hopped home. I mean, you know what I mean? I hopped from Balham to Chiswick thinking, what a nice night.
Yeah.
I mean, even my groin hurt, and I mean, I was going, you know what I mean? I was going around the corner as if I was driving a 10-ton truck, you know what I mean?
So you enjoyed that? You enjoyed yourself?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And now they, which was really good, it went global. I mean,
from the 1st of September.
Well, yeah, not only this, the gigs are coming in.
Look
and
at
the
that.
festivals are coming in. Because they're good-looking boys, they are, And Tony said, boy, they're good. And when Tony Moore said that, they've hit the nails.
Yeah.
They've hit the nails.
That's it,
so
Tony.
There you are.
Oh,
there you are.
Bless you, man. So now, people, I'm going to play another, like I said, I'm giving audience to Aswad. So I'm going to play I Need Your Love by Aswad. Now, let's hope. Oh, sorry. Let's hope this will... Right, okay. And now it's going to come on now. So it's called Aswad, I Need Your Love. I hope you enjoy. Here we go. This was in my youth. Oh my gosh. Joyce, that is wonderful. Anything else you want to
Oh, you're still on, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's just that. This is turned down. Have you got a website? Have you got
no, I don't. I like I told you before.
Okay.
I don't. My son is recording all this, and sort of.
So if someone wants to get in contact with you,
my mobile or WhatsApp.
Okay. What about the Rihanna thing? Can they get in contact with you?
That's right. Yeah, they
okay.
can get. Yeah.
Let me
It's on.
So how would they just?
Oh no, Rihanna has got. We've got a website.
Okay,
there, yeah.
all right. So
yeah.
when I get back on, you
Yeah.
just say it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you advertise so they can contact you and everything. Great, we've got half an hour. What else am I going to talk about? Oh, this is good, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
have you enjoyed yourself?
well, I am.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have to put air and grit.
No.
I didn't have to talk like this today, like I
Just
did,
be yourself.
like I did yesterday. Oh yes, how jolly good! Oh, it was
And then you laugh like that.
absolutely- Oh, well, I didn't have time to laugh
No?
because there was no laughing. There
Oh.
was no laughing break. It was like a
Constant.
I mean, you know, it was like they were giving a speech and they were giving because of COVID. Giles Brand wrote a book about Prince Philip.
He's the one that wears the jumpers with
That's
me.
right.
Okay, yeah.
And Prince Philip was the oldest member of the Savage Club, which, you know, I'm a Lady Rosemary because I, you know, has an honorary title from the man who founded BBC Panorama. So it was like, you know, the Rosemary were given yellow flowers and a copy of the book. And you can research the Savage Club, you know,
Yeah.
if you wish. It's the oldest club in, you know.
When we get back on land,
Yeah.
you can
and
talk about that.
it's you know, it's so it was, you know, oh yes, and this was coming along, and you know what I mean. And you think to yourself, and then yesterday was very special because Liz Truss became the Prime Minister.
And she's
So
still
it was
talking.
it was you know, their little says and their, you know, well, too bad, Mr. Rishi would have given him a
did you-
chook.
But they wouldn't. There's no way they'd want this to run the country.
Well, but they
know?
wouldn't say it there.
No.
It was, you know, they were just playing everything down key. You know what I mean? And then, so we had a lovely lunch, and then we went.
What did you have?
Oh,
Posh
we
food?
had it was like a kind of a beef with a sauce and a little well, there was baby potatoes and broccoli, and then it was like a little something like a Yorkshire pudding, but not a Yorkshire pudding, stuffed inside.
As well. Okay, I'm coming back. Welcome back to the Goddess Jazzy Show. That was Aswad and I Need Your Love. Rest in peace to Zebby. Drummy was his name. Again, he was somebody I fancied back in the day, back in the 80s. So, yeah, and so did Joyce. So that means if he was here, me and her have to tackle it out, you know?
Well, like I said, Lazarus rose from the
Yep.
dead.
So you never
Bring
know.
him back. Bring him back second life.
Yes, okay, have at least one more chance.
Oh, what? Well, there you are.
So you can follow us on Facebook on Love the Beat Radio, Twitter at Love the Beat Radio, and Instagram at Love the Beat Radio. Call, text, and WhatsApp on 07308 895 668. So while the music was playing, Joyce has told me that she's an honorary.
Lady Rosemary
Lady
at the
Rosemary.
Savage Club.
Can you tell us about that?
Well, yes, it's a posh establishment.
Yes.
Where, you know, you have all these wonderful people with their titled and their posh names, and you know they
Do you
go
ever
there.
get starstruck?
No,
You don't?
No.
Who's
no.
your person that you'd want to meet, or if you've met them? Who's
Well,
that
it's
person?
strange. I wanted to meet Sean Connery.
Oh.
He was the only person that I ever wanted to meet.
Did you fancy him?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
did.
he could leave his slippers under my bed anytime, but because he would have been under lock and key, he won't be getting out. He just had that
And
kind.
the voice, and he
dear.
was real. He was
But
James Bond for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, not only this, a very good friend of his,
Hmm.
I know, I think John Fraser, the actor who was in El Cid, and who was in the trial of Oscar Wilde. I think he was the most beautiful face
Yeah,
on the
I'd have to
face
Google him. I
of
don't know him.
Britain. And John was my good friend, very good
When
friend.
you say was, he's passed now?
He's passed.
Okay,
He passed
okay.
last November.
Oh.
And I said to him, if there is a wish you can grant me,
Hmm.
is, you know, to introduce me to Sean Connery.
Yeah,
But it never happened.
Never happened. Oh.
But I mean, it was really an unusual, you know, thing.
So if you could meet Sean Connery today, let's say he was here, what would be the first, what would you say to him? Apart from drooling, what would you say?
I look at him and said, boy, I said, pardon my Caribbean accent, but you look so hot, you're sizzling. And believe you me, if I could take you home and fry you, I wouldn't want you in my bread. I want you in my bed.
Oh my God, Joyce, you can't be taken nowhere. You heard it here. I love the Beat Radio. That's what Joyce would say to Sean Connery.
I think he was gorgeous.
Oh, he was lovely.
Absolutely gorgeous.
The voice, the everything, it's just, he
You
is
know,
James Bond for
absolute.
me. Isn't it?
And then my second choice would
Yes.
be Morgan Freeman.
Oh, there's something about him. Even though he's an elder, there's something. What
And
is
that
wrong with me?
that voice of Morgan Freeman, he could tell me bedtime story any
You
night
his
at
bedtime.
all. Well, any time at all of the day. I mean, morning, evening, noon, and night. It won't be bedtime, though. It won't be sleep. It won't be just story. But I love Morgan.
Yeah, he's
Freeman.
lovely.
And
So would you be starstruck if you saw him?
Yes,
Yeah?
I would be starstruck.
What would you do? What do you think the first thing you do?
Well,
if he came into this room now, what would you do?
I would
Would
probably.
you be like,
You know, my eyes would get, would sort of start coming through.
would you
the
be able to keep your
sockets.
composure?
No, I
No.
mean, I couldn't. And I mean, I would be slowly getting closer and closer to him. I mean, my palm would be sweating.
Oh my
My
God.
heart would be beating fast. And I'd be just looking up to I would think I would feel like a dog begging
Yes.
for a bone.
Isn't it? So, Miss Honorary, Rosemary Honorary, is it?
Yes, an honorary
Ro-
Rosemary. at
So what
this
does it
lady.
mean exactly?
It just means a title that they've given to. Well, it's
Hmm.
a title that they've given to the wives or the partners of
Ah.
the people who died, the gentleman who the person
Hmm.
who died. So they gave that to the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
So when you meet somebody who said, my husband was a reporter, my husband was a Lord Mayor, my husband. They're given and they're passed. They're given
Oh.
that title and they
Okay.
stay within that group of. They get a benevolent fund helps them out if
Wow.
there is a problem. If they've got
So you got that kind of support?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. They're there, looking after our backs, and I mean, they really and truly welcomed me into their circle,
Yes.
and really make sure that I don't feel indifferent. Little do they know that I am different, but I'm not indifferent. But they,
Yeah.
you've got
You
lots
felt
of,
inclusive.
That's right.
Yes.
There's a lot of doors open to you. Where you wouldn't, and where you wouldn't venture, you can
Okay.
enter.
Nice.
So if you've got legal problem, there are lots of barristers. They just look after
Yeah.
you in general. As you get older, you feel more secure.
That's really good. Look at that.
Yeah.
From a woman from Grenada.
No,
Where did it-
St. Vincent.
St. Vincent, sorry, forgive me.
I come a long way.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Which is nice.
Yeah, it's good. And you're still going.
Well, I am still going. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't stop. I mean, like my friend Tony Moore said, until the final curtain falls, the song which he sung
Yes.
for me,
Yeah.
there we are, then I'll be still going.
Still going.
Yeah.
What is the future holds for you, Joyce? What's
The
the
future
look like?
holds for me is I just want to see the future would hold for me and what it holds for me. These children that we nurture, I want to see them grow up into a good job,
Yeah.
into a good home, into a good place. And if I could meet one or two of them to
Yes.
say, you've the lady who
Who-
is there
yeah.
for me, I
made
think
it.
that would be happy.
Yeah.
When I have to go, I won't know that I've gone. But at least the memories that I would go with
Yeah.
would be something that if there is an afterlife, that would treasure me.
Yeah.
And the wonderful people I meet. Mr. Bardens used to say to me, he's the founder of BBC Panorama, the founder and the first editor. He said to me, it's not what you see that should worry you. It's what you don't see that would bother you.
I've got to write that down, Joyce. I have to, because I do like quotes. I love a quote. Say it again and say it slow. Hold on a minute. You people know me. I like a quote. I do like it. Let me write it here. It's what?
It's not what you see.
It's not what you see.
That should worry you.
I'm writing really like shorthand there. Should worry you.
It's what you don't see.
It's what you don't see. It's what
That should bother you.
you don't see. That should bother you. Excuse my writing, but I had to
that-
see that should bother you. Wow, that's really hits
Yeah.
the spot, isn't it?
Well, it is.
That's gonna
It's
make me
something-
meditate on that.
And you know, and he always used to say, "All you know," he said, "when you know, I mean, I watched and I saw him died. You know, I was there." He said to me, you know, I remember, you know, the guys from the BBC that, you know, Mike Robinson, you don't mind me calling your name. Him at the time was the, you know, the director of Panorama.
Okay,
He
so that
said-
means it's from years we're talking, isn't it? Because Panorama is way
Panorama
back.
been going.
Yeah,
It's still going.
It's still going. I remember it in
It's
the
still
80s for me,
going.
but I know that it
I
was.
mean, if you
from
look at the
behind.
book, I mean, of Panorama, there is Dennis Barden. That when they had their 50th anniversary, I took him to the Frail, you know, to the celebration. And there's a book out, the 50th year of Panorama,
Wow.
and there's a book of Elizabeth Fry, the life of Elizabeth Fry, with a £5 note on the front of it, and Elizabeth Fry.
Who was she? Or
Elizabeth Fry, she reformed prisons. You know, that's
Oh.
it. I mean, well, that book, you know, she was a Quaker. I mean, she was
What
a
is a
Quaker.
Quaker? 'Cause I remember
It's
that as a porridge.
religion. It's a,
you know, it's a porridge. You Quaker oats.
It's a kind of religion. I
Ah.
mean, you know, sort of, you know.
That they wear them.
That's right.
Okay.
In the yesteryear.
Yes.
And I mean,
Ah.
the foundation still does exist. And the book of Elizabeth, the life of Elizabeth Fry, it's written by Dennis Barden, but it's dedicated to Joyce Vischhoff. So if you should ever
Wow.
find a book,
Yeah.
it would tell you this book is dedicated to Joyce Vischhoff. So
I'm sitting here with a star and I'm not letting her go. Imagine that.
So,
Oh my
it's,
gosh.
you know, this is, you know, one of the nicest
That's
things.
lovely, isn't
but
it?
You know, it really, and, you know, he used to say to me,
Mm.
all the good things, you know, he used to say to me, all the good things that
Mm.
you do. He said, when you're ill and you're in pains, you don't feel the pain because you be thinking of all the good things
things.
which would soothe that pain away.
Yes. That's so true.
And I just think to myself, well, there you are. That's a sign of things to come.
Yeah.
It's, you know, everywhere. A lot of people who know me, they will come. Where I live now, people would bring a pigeon. We found this Joyce, and the wing's broken. So
Can
I
you
get a
fix it?
I get a lollipop stick. I
Oh.
do. Put it on.
Where have you been all my life, Joyce? Oh my God. Oh my
That's
God.
the things I have to put up with.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, mate. And, you know, and you say, oh, how are you? Now, I was the Friday night, I was at the Camden Club.
Oh gosh, you go
Yeah,
out.
it's, you know,
Where is that now?
Yeah.
Where is the Camden Club?
Andrew at the Camden Inn.
Oh, there. This woman, people, honestly, she is a character and a half. I tell you that.
And
God.
I was sitting down, and this my lady I know, I mean Jean Hall. I mean, you know, she brought in her grandchildren, one 16, one 14, and she just came to see because Tony Moore was doing his show, and he
Ah.
lost his mother recently,
Yeah.
and
Rest
we were
in
all
peace.
there to support the show, you
Yes.
know. And the little children didn't know them from a bar of soap. They came and they just
How cute.
one on each shoulder.
Yeah.
as
That's
if-
how it should be.
As if to say, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, I said, come here. And I said, right. I said, you know, come and have a dance with me. So there was a song that we like very much, you know, and I got up, it's called The Shed, and I got up to dance, you know, in the shed, you know, and their grandmother looked at me as if to say, and the children got up and they were doing all
You're so like me.
what they wanted to do at home.
Yeah.
Man, they were getting down on
Yeah,
it with me, and I'm thinking, there you are.
Only you.
So you see,
It's
it's like
good.
from the little ones.
Yeah.
You know, which is, one day I was at having my feet done, and this, in the nail bar, they had this tank of fishes going around, and to me, I got this imagination, they go round, round, and I feel like they're saying to each other as they pass each one, have a nice day now, have a
Yes.
nice day now, have a nice day now.
It's so peaceful.
And I tapped the thing, and all the fishes like came.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was just staring back, and everybody was looking as if to say, all the fishes just came in the line as I tapped
As
the
you
glass.
tapped it, yeah, it's beautiful.
And I'm thinking, oh well.
So Joyce, shout out the Rihanna website if anyone wants to be in contact with you.
Right,
Volunteer.
it's Rihanna Network Development, Chiswick. Have a look at that.
Okay, so
That's
they can
it.
Google
They
that?
can just Google that.
Okay.
And the executive director, his name is Rogers Oraro. Yeah, or I am there. He's there. We work alongside with each other.
Yes.
That's all you do.
Okay.
And it's on, it's on Edenza Gardens, number 1 Edenza Gardens, Chiswick, London, W4 2QZ.
Okay, that's lovely. And is that open every day? What's the time?
Every day it's open.
Yeah.
We're open from 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock.
Okay,
And I
okay.
mean, if people want to volunteer, come along, take over some playtime in the evening, help the children with their homework, help
Okay.
the children. That's what we do. Make sure that everyone is secure, setting a pace. They
Yes.
go home instead of going to their room and eat chips and wait. No, they come to the center. They can play a game in the community center. We are there. We've got a community center. They can play a game. They can have something to eat. They can go home. If they don't have, and parents would come too if they need any shopping. Sainsbury's, the food that put in Sainsbury's for people in basket, we are allowed to take that and give
Okay,
to.
that's where it goes.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
Okay.
That's how we do things. We don't pocket anything. Nothing belongs to us. We don't need money. We give you our time.
Yeah.
And you give us your respect.
That's right. Yeah.
And show us that you really appreciate what we do and care
really,
for what
really
we're doing for you.
So you heard it here, everybody. So I'm going to play the last song before we finish. And this is Beauty's Only Skin Deep by Aswad again. And this, again, was one of my favourite songs. Oh,
And it says all about me beauty's skin.
most definitely. So here we go. I hope you enjoy. Go on.
You got a nice figure of a man.
Isn't it? Look at him. Nice, isn't it? I never liked them too. Not in the. I mean, they're good singers or whatever.
No, but no,
he
come
was
on,
just.
he's a star,
he's
yeah.
in it. Look at that.
Gosh. Why won't we ever meet a nice, brother
Like that,
this?
yeah. And he was white or white. All of
That's
them.
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Yeah,
The brothers like this, they want,
yeah.
what I mean.
I know.
And then when we find somebody who's different,
They're
look
gonna make
at-
noise and like. Yeah, he was nice. I liked him from the 80s, from school, everything.
Yeah, wow.
Look, I didn't look at that. Oh,
It's like
Nice, huh?
some of those guys.
and he
that
still
I
died
meet.
young, 62. Still young. But we don't know what he died of.
No, the life of these people are very short-lived.
Yeah.
The energy they have to use up, and the nights they have to go out there.
And rehearse
Don't
and this
forget, they never. You see, in show business, you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Yeah.
So they always have to be on
I
that.
like that quote as well because my memory isn't so good. Say it again, Joyce. Say it slow so I can remember. Go on.
You never get a second chance
get a second chance
to make a first impression.
to make a first impression. Lovely. That's why I love you.
For them, only image matters.
Yeah.
And you see, with that, they're on a fast track.
Constantly.
And not that they want it, but they got to follow. It's like a trail.
Yeah. And the managers are calling you this, that, and everything, doing everything.
And
Oh.
they've got to get that, themselves.
Yes.
And they're burning up slowly without
So
realizing.
maybe that's what Burnt him out at the end.
Their lungs are going singing, their bodies are moving, their energies are going there. And if you look at their lifespan,
Yes.
it does not, you know.
Sad, man. Look at him.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, it was just nice.
I know the Four Tops.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know what I mean. When Motown was on in the West End, I walked the premiere. I was invited to the premiere.
You best bring me next time. I mean it.
Well, no, now I've got you tagged.
Yes.
You know.
And if not, I'll run you down. Oh, God, you were lovely. Such a true word, though. Beauty's only skin deep.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't it?
That's right.
Welcome back to the Goddess Jazzy Show. I hope you enjoyed that lovely song by Aswad. Beauty's only skin deep. Such a true word, though. It is true. Beauty is only skin deep. Because when that's gone, what else is left? So, you know. But
just Botox.
yeah. And I don't want to be doing
No.
that. No, thank you very much. Rest in peace again. Drummy Zebi was his name. And yeah, basically. So I'm coming towards the end of the show with my lovely guest Joyce. I've had a great insight on how the other half lives. Yeah. She's a Rosemary. Is it a Rosemary honorary?
Yes,
She's a Rosemary honorary.
No, you know, just
You know?
I'm a Lady Rosemary.
She's a Lady Rosemary.
I am a lady.
And she says it with so much
Rosemary.
flair and pizzazz, you know. One of them, you have to put your chest up high and say, I'm a Lady Rosemary. I love it, you know. And she does wonderful things in the community. Like she said about the Rihanna project, you're welcome to be a volunteer there, help out. She gets nothing for it. They get nothing for it apart from just giving your time, which I think is a lovely thing to do, and it makes me feel good looking up to my elder like that and knowing that you're doing something good for the community. I'm really
People
proud of you.
needs people.
Yes.
You'll be making friends, and friends would sort of direct you if somewhere nice. The ones who've got some. You're never lonely.
Yes.
Now I've just met Jazzy here, and she's going to come out with me
Oh
on
yeah,
some of me blazing
I will
trails.
be running her down. She forgets me. She doesn't know me that well. I run her down with a text and a call and a message and an email to say, remember me.
If you could follow me as quickly when I'm going there, then yeah, you
have to keep up with Joyce, because when she gets on the floor dancing and singing, it ain't a joke. That was a good time, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we
What's
all
it
love
you that
that.
said, let's get up and
We
dance?
all
Oh my
love that.
God.
People, you know,
Yeah, it was
people
good.
needs people.
Yeah.
Do we always got to sit in a corner, turn our heads away, not
yeah.
thinking where to go, what to do? Today, look at the people. Look, when COVID came, we were all shut down.
Yeah.
Tony said it's like music build a bridge of love.
Wow.
And that
Powerful.
bridge, we must walk over that bridge with happiness, with delight. Let our heart sing,
Yeah.
because we don't know
We don't know. Tomorrow's not promised.
what's going to happen. We're in wars, we're in famine, we're in, floods. Just imagine how grateful and lucky we
Yeah.
are being here,
Yeah.
that we
I
don't.
do. Yeah.
So why do we have to
Just sit
scorn
there like
each
this and
other?
be like this and
I mean,
you
you know, the only way I would sit like that is in the dentist chair. Otherwise, my mouth would be open, not to pull a tooth out or
Yes.
not for a filling, but to talk good, to be good. And if you don't want to listen and be friends with me, or then so
Yeah.
be it.
Yeah.
No one forces you.
That's
but let
right.
us all be happy.
Yes. And what's your last words to the world, Joyce?
To the world, come
Yes.
on, world. Let's embrace each other.
other.
Let's be happy and let our hearts sing. Let us sing. There is a song in all of us.
Yes.
And that song, let's pour it out there to the world. Let's imagine that it's rain and we feel cool and we, and embrace everything that's going on.
Definitely.
Be good to yourself. Me time. Be good to others. Their time. Teach the world to be happy. That's how I look at it.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful guest. She has been amazing. Joyce, let me say the name again. Joyce, is it Vischhoff?
Joyce, no.
Vish.
I would like to be called Joyce's Joyce.
Joyce, yes, Joyce. Fabulous.
Never mind a vischhoff. If
Yeah,
I
the
tell
vischhoff.
you to wish off, no, but I mean, we don't want to say that. If you want to pronounce it, Joyce's wishes.
Joyce, yes.
Wishes you a wonderful day.
Yeah.
And let's hope we meet again.
Most definitely, because
Who
I'll be
knows?
meeting her again with all these expeditions she's going, and I mean it. I mean it. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today, and all the other countries that have tuned in. Thank you for my lovely guest, Joyce, yes, Wishes. She came all the way from Chiswick today. I'm so grateful, really, from my heart. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you to Tony Moore for introducing us to beautiful people.
Oh,
honestly,
bless you.
it's so lovely.
And have a good day, Tony.
Yes,
See
enjoy
you
it, and we
soon.
see you soon. And I'm going to leave you with the last song until the news comes on. As well, again, called Your Recipe. So enjoy it until next week. Take care. Lots of love. godessjazzy. And here we go. As well as Your Recipe. And here it goes.
Wow.
Here we go. Enjoy. And then I cut that off in 2
Yes,
minutes for
yeah.
the news. And then that's it. It's a wrap.
And yet the other person's coming.
Yeah,
on.
coming in for 10, yeah. Just like that. But I'm just going to play a little bit of this and stop it so that the news will follow through in. Oh, Joyce, thank you so much. We're going to take a picture here, and then you can keep it, and it's going to go on the website.
Oh,
So when
nice.
they go on
Yeah.
there, they'll look at it and
Look at
they'll put it
it,
together
yeah.
and the website for that and you and everything, yeah. I just want to do this, and then I can stop this music so it doesn't play for the news. And I'm glad you came. Thank you so much for
Aw.
traveling and finding your way and everything.
No,
You know?
last
It's
time
nice.
because Angel was here, the
Yes.
friend was there. And it
That
was,
one who turned up and I was, oh
and
God.
not only this, it's just like you think to yourself, we came back late.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, they can't wake up. I mean, come
You're
on.
not kids, so is
Wait
it?
a minute. They forgot. We've got an obligation. I promise you, this is me. I promise you. I mean, you're a sister.
Yes.
You can't just say, oh, well, you just can't put things
Can't
over
just
as if
do-
you don't care.
No,
I
it's,
mean,
it's a liberty.
But it's caring. You see, caring and accepting obligation, which is, but no. And I kept saying to myself, oh, God.
The news is going to come on, so I can stop that now. And they can do all that, yeah.
They don't want to get up. And then I said, at that late hour, 1 o'clock in the morning, I got to send you that message. And
Oh, that's all right. That's all
I
right.
was so annoyed about that.
That's all right.
It was
Don't
just- don't you see? They've got no respect, those Americans. I mean, pardon me saying, especially those black Americans.
I can imagine. So yeah,
And you wonder why they've got all that problem in the States.
I think they think they're above people. They've got that above feeling with any blacks. I think they've
They
got that.
can't reason, and they think they know it all.
Everything is about
And
yeah.
I'm just thinking,
Me, I would never have cooked again. You'd have seen the front door. What a disrespect! You come to stay people's
have
home.
you got? Hey, is there any oat milk? I said, oat doesn't make oat. Gives milk.
£1.90 milk to give you.
But there's more chemical in the oat milk
Is
than
there?
anything else.
And that's what I use: oat milk and almond and hazelnut, because I'm allergic to milk.
Yeah. Well, if you don't use milk unless you could use soya.
Because they say soy is not good.
They all talk about the trap. Oats. Oats is wheat. You put water in.
Yeah.
You put chemicals in to make it last on the shelf. Oats is just something that like you said, you make porridge from.
Yeah.
Hazelnuts. Have you ever seen hazelnut giving milk? You gotta grind them. Put water. Put chemicals.
Only you, innit? Where have you been all my life?
No, I mean that's bad for you. That really.
But normal milk isn't good for us.
No,
You
I
know,
mean
cow's milk.
no cow's milk. Some of us are, sort
allergic.
of allergic
Yeah.
to it because it's the mama we call it.
Yes,
you
the
know what I mean?
mum's
Yes.
milk.
It's but if you don't, the soy is a bean. It's a bean, and I mean that is more and that's soft when you have seen soya growing. We've got coconut. Coconut does not give milk. You got to put water. You got to grind a dry
Look
coconut.
how you're not teaching me this.
You got to grind a dry
Yeah,
coconut.
yeah. And add
Coconut
water,
is
you're
good
right.
for oil. It's good for oil. I mean, it's but not for all
So these people are making money.
But that's
really.
what it's all
Yeah,
about.
they're making
It's
money.
a money maker. Now they've got potato milk. Potato only gives starch.
Potato milk. And there's a pea milk. Where does that come from?
Exactly. How could split peas?
Make milk.
Split peas is from gongo peas, the dry gongo peas. Have you seen? We cook peas with rice. and
Oh
bean
my
rice and
God, Joyce, you
peas.
really have opened up my
If there's
everything.
any milk that you want to drink soya milk.
Even though they said there's bad.
How could it be bad? Soya is made from beans, and those soya beans, they're white, and all they've got is milk. You can, if you look, you can have cheese made from, because it's that fleshy fat.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what people say.
Yeah.
At one
That's why I
time-
stopped drinking soya. Because I thought it was meant to
At
be
one
bad for you.
time they said, oh, peanut oil is not good for you. Coconut was not good. Everything was bad for you
Yeah.
at one time. My dear girl, in chemicals, the companies, you know, the what you call it, the people, the pharmaceutical, they're making more money than anybody business. All these new plant-based
Plant-based
foods.
and all that,
Wait,
yeah.
let
My-
me tell
my
you.
son
Let
is.
me tell you what I told this girl. She said to me, "Oh, what?" April said she's Angel said she's vegan. So one morning I cooked I did 2 plantains, wrap them in bacon,
Oh,
and what I do, you know, the plantain is large,
Yeah.
so cut the plantain in 2. So half of one plantain I put a little bit of what was it, syrup on, and cinnamon, and the other I wrap that in bacon and put that under the grill, right? Oh, she said, she said, oh, I can't eat that. This was, I am vegan. I said, that's all right. You can eat the ones which got the syrup on. And I said, let me show you what we did, what Brazilians do. So I took the skin and I got some paprika.
the skin of the
Plantain. I got some paprika, salt, a little garlic powder, and some olive oil. And I left it in there. I'm not being funny. And then I fry them. And I put them in a 2 slices, in a wrap, one of those.
Yeah.
And I said, right, there is a bacon sandwich made from banana skin for you.
What?
Eat it if you will. And she said, oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah. That's what.
Made from, oh
This
my
is
gosh.
what bacon, this plant-based bacon is made from banana skins.
Banana skin,
But
the
they've
skin
been
what I
doing
throw
that in
away.
Brazil for years.
Wow.
You know, breadfruit in Brazil, you know, everybody got their different way
Yeah,
of
cooking it.
In the Caribbean, we use the green breadfruit and cook green bread. I don't know if you know what a breadfruit is.
Yeah, that round,
Yeah.
and we cut it
mean,
and boil it or
okay.
oven it.
In Brazil, we do it like either with salad, the green ones. But it's when it ripe. In home in the Caribbean, when they're ripe, we throw them away. But no, when they have to be on the tree, they're ripe. And then we take that, pull the guts out, mix that up with eggs, cinnamon, a little flour, and fry that for fritters. And they come up puffy and
Puffy.
big. I mean,
at that.
it's different. I mean, home they just cook yam
Yeah.
in water and what. No, in Brazil, man, Tanya Dashid, we boil
Make
those.
something
We
more
boil
than-
those and then put, you know, a little butter. You mash them up and, you know, you put them in, you know, really, you know, like mashed potatoes. And then you put that in the oven. When you finish boiling it and squashing that, sprinkle parmesan and bake that and
Wow.
cut that out. You know,
I'm
yam
gonna try that
pies.
bacon thing, you know. I'm gonna try that skin thing.
Yeah.
So the ripe plantain.
Don't whether they're ripe or not. I mean, if
So
you, could,
you season that, you wait,
Yes.
and then you fry it, and it'll be like
or grill it. They come soft.
what?
Banana, don't throw the skins away.
Yeah, because I'm born here, that's
Why-
what I do. I throw, you know.
Why
I don't,
does you see? I don't think in the Caribbean. I don't think they do. It's only because living there.
Yeah.
I got.
wow,
You fry that. You know, you put
Skin.
season that.
the skin.
The skin.
I'm just thinking of what the skin
You
looks
eat
like.
a mango. You eat mango. You
Yeah,
eat the skin.
skin,
So
yeah.
why do you fry your banana skins?
So what? I'm racist, not really.
You get paprika,
yeah.
garlic. You know, whatever you want.
Season it,
And
yeah.
a little olive oil, salt, and pepper. Just leave them to soak to, you know. And then when you fry them or grill them, get a couple
And it's
slices of
tasty, the
bread.
skin. Oh my
You
God.
don't
that's-
even know it's skin. You don't even
For
know
the
it's
sake of it, I
cake.
have to try it.
You don't even, you think probably it's a kind of a fish or some kind of a thing. You don't know it's the
That's so
skin.
innovative.
Well,
Really.
that's just you know, if people want to be vegan
Yeah, 'cause
and
my
they
son
want a
is-
bacon sarnie, that's what you use. That's
I've got to try it.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, I've got to try it
It's-
because my son and my partner is vegan and
Well,
vegetarian.
now
so I
there
can-
you are.
Wow.
There you are.
I've got to try it.
My
Yeah.
friend came to see me, you know, and he said, "Oh, I said, oh, that's all right. I've always got aubergine and stuff in those. I mean, I cut an aubergine, I dip it in salt. I mean, and you know, sort of a seasoning because aubergine got a lot of water.
Yeah.
As you know, but if you grill them quick on a hot grill, I mean,
And you say I don't like the taste of it.
well, that's what you think. You don't like the taste. And then what I did, I got some tomato puree. Plain, you open a tin of tomato, get one.
Yes,
Squash
squash
that
it
down
down.
with a little bit of salt and put a bit of seasoning in, and pour it over the aubergine and stick it on a slice of something back under the grill. What do you expect?
Joyce, you're amazing.
It's done. It's done. I mean, you eat well.
Come, let's take a picture. Let me
All
take.
right, yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of you there,
Yeah.
and then me and you. And this picture I'm gonna send to the radio station manager,
Okay.
and they'll.